Hello to all of you. Today, I want to do a cooking in the focal point of this solar dish. In this method, you can use all kinds of cooking pots, but it is better to have a dark color outside to better absorb the light. The feature of using a solar dish for cooking is that you can cook in front of the wind and it is not extinguished like a flame. Let's go to continue working. I want to use this pot with granite ceramic to make a very simple food, because I don't know much about cooking. And it is just to inform about how the fixed focus system works in cooking, so I will make a simple dish like pasta. With this method, you can prepare any kind of food in the focal point of this solar dish. I made a pan support for the pot so that it is placed on a DC motor and can turn the pan. If the pot is fixed at the focal point of the solar dish, one side will be heated and the other side will be less heated, so our food will be burnt on one side and not cooked on the other side. This small DC motor can easily rotate up to 10 kilograms weight. And the DC motor with gearbox is closed like this under the pan support. And the pot is placed on it, and the DC motor itself also needs a base. As you can see, I chose a metal pipe and I have a large hose clamps, and I will put the motor inside the pipe. Now it is completely fixed and I place it in the central base of the solar dish. And I move the dish so that the DC motor is not damaged due to the focus of the light. I bring the camera closer. Now I attach the base of the pot holder to the DC motor. To prevent the focal point light from the solar dish from damaging our DC motor, I wrap a shiny aluminum foil around it. To drive the DC motor, I use a 10-watt solar panel and connect it to the wires of the DC motor. Now the DC motor is connected to the solar panel and you can see that it is rotating. I will put the panel here and below the system. Now I have poured enough water into the pot and I have to close the lid of the pot and put it on the stand. I put the DC motor switch in the off position and turn it on after putting the pot. Now I have to turn on the system and set it manually to be faster. You can see that the focus of the light of the solar dish is on the pot. Now more than 5 minutes have passed and I will measure the temperature on the pot. The temperature is almost close to 80 degrees Celsius. It's been 10 minutes now and I'm sure the water is boiling. I turn off the DC motor and remove the lid of the pot. You can see the intensity of the water boiling. Now I will lower the pot. I pour a quantity of dry pasta in hot water. I add some salt and close the lid and put it in the focal point. Now 10 minutes have passed and you can see what a bubble has formed. Now 15 minutes have passed and I think it's enough, and I turn off the DC motor in the right direction and lower the pot. You can see that the pasta is fully cooked and it is easily separated, and now I will empty the excess water. Now I pour some oil around the pasta. I close the lid of the pot again and put it on the stand. We encountered a problem, and that is that now the pasta is without water, and with this focal heat our food will burn 100%, and we want it to be done in a slow cooker, so we have to reduce the flame. But there is no flame involved, so how to reduce the heat of the focal point? For this purpose, we easily cover a part of the solar dish, and with this work, we have reduced the amount of radiation. Now, if you look, you will see that the intensity of the light radiation has decreased a lot. "10 minutes have already passed and I think it is enough." Of course, in this method you can easily control the heat of the pot. I have prepared a suitable container to pour the pasta in. You can see that the macaroni is not burnt but completely cooked. Well, you see the pasta, which I think is very well cooked. However, I am not a cook, and I hope that if one day you have such a system, you will be able to make the best dishes. Of course, the cooking method of pasta may be different in different countries, and they add special ingredients to it. Write any comments you have in the comments so that we can use your good comments. If you have a special recipe in mind, let me know, maybe I can implement it. I hope that this video introduced you to solar cooking and that you were satisfied with watching this video, so bye until the next program. Most videos on Fixed Focus channel have their own innovation and you won't regret watching them. Thank you for subscribing and liking.